Jeeshan, what did it take for you personally to say yes to doing this work, even when it challenged so many of the norms or beliefs that you've been surrounded by or the beliefs around you?
Well, I've never actually lived by the beliefs and the inherited beliefs mostly around me. So I've always felt uncomfortable and challenged with those. But I just did not ever speak up. So I was just, trying to people please, and I would say yes in the front, but do something different, what I felt good about. So, and I could not live like that. That's when I started the business, this really hit home for me. Like I really felt like I wasn't true in front of people when I was talking, and it was just really a problem inside.
Yeah.
Um,
So what you were feeling inside wasn't what you were projecting on the
Absolutely.
outside, and that causes like misalignment and friction and a lot
Absolutely.
of disease, huh?
Yeah. And I remember because I was following you for a long time, and you were I saw you so courageous, and you spoke up, like all these social media stuff, you're writing, and I could relate very much. Like I was drawn to, I will comment your post, love it. This has been happening for 4 or 5 years, but I'm like, how do I do that?
Yeah.
How do I be myself into that level? So that is where, I said I want to work with Pauline because she could get to that, and I want to be that.
I wasn't
expressing.
always like that though. I grew up and surrounded by lots of violence, lots of oppression, and censored and muted. But confidence, courage, that's a callus, right? It's a callus. You got to work at it. And so many people say things like, when I'm confident, I'll do that. When I have the courage, I'll do that. But it's a callus. You got to build it. You got to build it so that it just becomes you,
Yeah.
And so where are you now? Because a lot of the time when you say, I want to be like, how do I be that? It's like, well, here's the toolkit.
Yeah.
Actually, here's the power toolkit.
Yeah.
What were some of the power tools that you learned?
Power tools is actually so some of the techniques that we learned through the program, which is the meditation, otherwise breathing. So it's about doing that. So I did not do those before, and I think I mentioned that to you. So practicing those powerful tool, which is taught in the program, that's what I've taken on. And I have learned that really curious about why I was feeling that. And the body work, that is something that did not come to me before. I've never learned that. It's also seeing what I'm feeling in the body. It's also changing. So what I think happened is more understanding of myself, and knowing that from if it feels good, move forward. If it didn't feel good, just stay and focus what's going on. Try to be curious about that. So I've given myself a bit of time in order to get to that stage, and that really helped.
Yeah. Pace, race, space.
I know you said that.
Give yourself some grace, because everyone runs their own race. They live by their own pace in their own space. And when when we understand that, we can give ourselves some grace, and to give yourself some grace, to give yourself some time to be tapping into your body, to understanding all those things that you were pushing down before.
Yeah. Yes. And I think the meditation and breath work, there's something changes.
Yeah, of course.
That the state of mind changed for me, and some of the breakthroughs happened at that moment.
Yeah, the somatic work is so important of the body. That's part of being an alchemist, right? Because with the breath work, with the somatic work, we are changing the alchemical nature of our body. And of course, those your biochemistry changes, right?
You.
Well done. Jeeshan, what part of yourself, through doing this work, what part of yourself have you reclaimed or remembered through this process? What were the parts that you've reclaimed and remembered that were so hidden and so quiet before?
I think I just claimed who I am.
Mhm.
So I think
Who is that now? And who was that before?
I just live the way I want to.
Yeah.
So I don't really fuck him. Yeah, that's the word. Unapologetically, I've been speaking up. I have been honest to clients, and I specifically got a review. She has been honest and upfront.
Yeah.
So this is what I would like to tell people upfront, that what works, what doesn't, what in my experience. So,
and you're allowed.
Yes.
You're allowed to say no, Jeeshan.
To say yes.
No, I don't want to. Why? I just don't want to.
Stay that. The courage, I think courage of boundaries, asking for, like, saying no.
Yeah.
That came. And also just claiming, like, I just don't want to do it myself. If I don't like it, and the one word to describe is sovereignty.
Yeah. I think people misunderstand the boundaries. When you set boundaries, it's not so the other person doesn't cross your boundaries, because boundaries is a metaphor, right? But boundaries are so that you hold yourself to account. So you're holding yourself to account moving forward. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. So doing a bit more of that.
Yeah.
In personal life and business. It feels good. It feels really good. So I feel like I'm just starting to just live in my own terms. Like, I always say that, but the action didn't follow. I've been speaking up, implementing that more now.
Yeah, with the integration and the congruence. I also know that another part that is hidden is this very cheeky, mischievous,
Oh God, yes. Very much so.
This is, this little cheeky, mischievous,
Yeah.
dominatrix.
Dominatrix saying no. Eventually. Let me just take a bit at a time.
Pace race, space grace.
Yes.
But that. I know
Yes.
that's like waiting to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one word to describe is sovereignty.
Yeah.
Come on, what can I blow up with? It'll be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be fun. That'll really show this tremendously courageous, vital version of Jeeshan.
Yes. Thank you. Yes, I always wanted to live a free life, free from, like, the thoughts, the upbringing, the cultural, like, religion. Religion was a big part.
Yeah.
Is still a big part of my life and upbringing, and that creates a lot of boundary. And just to get out of that, I haven't given myself permission to live the way I want to. So that's what I'm going to do now.
Yeah. I think religion's important, especially if you've always lived it and your family follow it. But it needs to be looked at if it's limiting you, if it's constricting you and contracting you. Yeah.
Yeah,
Because we
and
need to be expansive.
And I like what you said. It not through the, like, religion does need spirituality,
Yeah.
but spirituality doesn't need religion.
Yeah.
And I didn't understand that, but I sort of understand that now.
Yeah. To be spiritual is to live your life in spirit and inspired. That's when we do our best work, when we're constantly in spirit and inspired. Not that religion has nothing to do with that. Yeah.
And the religion, obviously, that I always challenged against it, the one I'm brought up with. It just doesn't give me that in spirit feeling.
Yeah.
It never had.
How has this work helped you to show up more powerfully in your business or as a business leader? Because you run a very successful buyers agency. How has this work changed your leadership style?
So be upfront, as I got the review. That's one of the things. So secondly would be the moment I would have any sort of conflict with a client, I address it.
Yeah.
I would, before, just not want to, have the conversation. And one of the things I have been doing is setting expectation of the service, how it looks like when it goes well, how it looks like when it goes bad. So having those conversation as a checklist when somebody has signed up with me, that helps. And if the client, I just had a difficult client at the moment and I'm dealing with him. And I said a voice note on the weekend that, and they have been doing their research and spending a lot of time. And why would you engage us? And obviously they don't know me long enough. So just focus on the trust build. What I just asked directly, what you need to do to build trust with me in order for me to, for you to let go, because otherwise it will feel a lot of work, both sides. So beginning, like last year, I could not have this conversation. And I am ready to actually not work with somebody if the person doesn't continue to change themselves, or they don't understand the way I would like to work with them.
Yeah.
I think that is a big change for me.
I believe that confrontation is in service of harmony. And when we can confront those issues from the get-go, therefore it becomes harmonious later on rather than avoiding conflict. I love also that, you're setting expectations from the get-go, because then you can exceed the expectations.
I just keep increasing my checklist. Okay, I need to talk about that. Yeah, just expectation or the conflict is big.
Yeah.
Because it's such a small period of time we are working, like 3 to 4 months maximum.
Yeah.
It's a very quick, agile environment.
But also as a buyer's agent, I guess there's a lot at stake. There's a lot on the line.
And people are trusting me with their big decision of life and want me to, get the job done very well.
Yes.
And they are not at risk. So it is a very critical role.
Yeah. You're a wealth advisor as well.
Yes, I am. Yes. I love strategically, talking about property investment very much. That's my focus. I love doing that.
Yeah. Awesome. Now you can do it with fun.
Yes.
And cheekiness.
Okay.
And mischievous.
Absolutely.
In the past, Jeeshan, you've shared with me that visibility hasn't always felt safe for you. What's changed in how you relate to that now?
I couldn't. I think the exposure of myself socially, that was the biggest thing. Second would be my I just could not get the message right, what I was trying to say, because I was lost myself.
Yeah.
So I think the background is I would like to definitely come across authentically. So I just didn't want it to be one person on social media and a different person, off media.
Yes.
So I
congruence is important, huh?
Very much to me. And now I feel that the message is more coming from my heart, and I can share and connect. And whatever I do, this message will not be changed. It will just still be me, very much me. So it just feels more confident. So I feel more confident.
Yeah, I love that. And it's not about exposing yourself, it's sharing yourself.
Yes. And I think because doing the work with you, I really realized I have goodness in my heart that I want the message to be out.
Yeah. And, as prolific as I can be on social media, I'm still a very private person. Because because there are parts of me that I don't want you to see, it doesn't mean I'm hiding anything. It's just I simply don't want to see that. It's I'm gonna air my dirty laundry. I don't know. It's no. I don't want you to see that. Yeah. So it's not about that. It's about this is the stuff that I want to share, and you actually can't see any of that.
Yes,
that's for me.
And I felt like I've really learned that from you actually. This is okay not to, you could be just the way you curate curate.
Yeah.
That's the word. Curate the way you want to do social media.
Yeah.
So I could do that now. So that's also comes with like clarity, understanding. Like I could just design the way I want to, and that's okay.
Yeah.
To design it.
And I think it's important as well, because those are the boundaries that are keeping ourselves to account, you know.
Yeah.
And I have, I still do coach a number of public profiles who prefer not to be known to be coached by a coach, which is fair enough. But one of the things that they say to me is, yeah, but what if they find out about that? Or what if they see that? And I say, well, why are you so incongruent that you're afraid of people finding that out? You know, before you work with me, I tell you from the get-go that I swear a lot, you know, I'm this. And so it's not that I have anything to hide. It is that there are things I wish you to not see, because I'm allowed for you to not see that, you know? And so it's that. But this is what I want to share.
But you do share though, like with us, you shared a lot. It's just,
of
you know,
course.
yeah.
But that's within the intimate container of numinous, where there is so much humanity, right? There's so much.
We all shared a lot.
Yeah. Can you speak to that about the beautiful container that is numinous?
Well, everyone was just so open about everything. At the beginning, I was quiet. I was really quiet. I didn't speak much, and I felt like the judgment side came up. Like, what if somebody judged? So I remember, I would name her. You know who I'm talking about. She opened up, and I felt it changed after the heart meditation.
Yeah.
And I felt like I could just say it, and everybody was just giving me, you know, I felt so much love from everyone.
Yeah. That's what happens with the heart activation.
Yeah.
To break those barriers that have, the walls that have really trapped the heart to beat stronger. And when we can speak to the subconscious and break those barriers, break that heart wall, the heart goes, expands, and then Jeeshan was off.
And then you could not stop me from talking. Yes. So that's it. So everybody was like, there's so much honesty and like, you know, how we saw each other, like vulnerability and humanity, just being human. Those, you know, everybody have those feeling about themselves. Yeah, it's just nice. It's very down to earth.
Yeah. And the beautiful men and their
sharing.
Yes,
yeah. Yeah, the shame, the guilt. It's so crazy. Like, it's just the way they see themselves, and we...
Yeah, taking off all the armor.
Yes. So that's what's really happened. And I create some great friendship out of that.
If someone's watching this, someone who's also afraid to step forward, afraid of what other people will say, afraid of judgment, what would you like for them to know?
You know, when I looked at you and I felt there is, it's drawn to me, right? Because there's a change in you that you said that I want to change. I want that change in me. So I felt like if we feel about people or something, about something like that in our life, there is a message to that.
Yeah.
Right? There's a message to that. And that's enough itself is a sign. I question myself. I'm like, why? You know, I'm looking at, but each of the time I'm drawn to those education and knowledge, I have gone to a different level of myself.
Yeah.
And I could see the changes then and now. And as this process, the judgment is disappearing. And also there is so much inside that wants to change, that feeling is much bigger than the feeling of being judged by others.
So it's when you have that calling, it's your soul's calling to go here, Jeeshan, go here, and that just takes over. The fear of judgment, the fear of what other people think. So go there, you know.
Yes.
That's,
So I followed that. I know a lot of people say, you know, just start the work and you'll change. For me, it wasn't. I wanted to just change myself first. And I know the work will be more authentic and real after that.
And then life gets more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the fun. The fun is coming.
Yes.
It's here.
I'm just going to get you a whip.
Yes. Don't worry, I'm
And a
riding
feather boa.
I'm riding a horse. I bought myself a whip the other day. Yeah.
I love that you're doing that.
Yeah, it's so cool. It's so
I
cool.
love that you're
I
doing
have my
that.
best friend Aladdin now. Like he just waits for me and he turns and I've been scratching him.
Amazing.
So cool. Yeah.
And I'm so thrilled and impressed at the same time that you action that so quickly after our one-on-one. That action all of that stuff so quickly.
Yes, I just needed that space.
Yeah.
The joy. Like I am drawn to it. I'm so happy. And it just 10 minutes drive away from where I am. So it
So good.
could not be easier.
Yeah. There's a lot to be said for equine therapy. A lot to be said. How would you describe the kind of safety and power that you experienced inside the container of Numinous?
Safety, like I shared a lot.
Yeah.
I opened up about, talking about my own mother and family. It's a lot. And not to sound judgmental, like, and safety, I felt safe. That's why I shared. There's no question of not being safe in there. So everyone is respecting each other and where they're coming from. They're honoring each other. We all honored each other. That feels safe.
Yeah.
And the power is just the changes that happening in others. Seeing that was very powerful.
Bearing witness to that. And
Just
how quickly
being
they change.
the changes and the breakthroughs happening, and something happened within me just to observe, to be observing that. And people just came from so different background, different country. That's powerful. Like that, just everybody needs this work. And
I believe so too.
yeah, that itself is powerful. So and also not to mention others and yourself. Like you are so powerful through that, and we are drawn from your powers as well. You're taking power of you as well. So.
But as you guys evolve, I evolve. As you guys learn, I learn. And that's the part that I'm selfish.
That's why you run the program, really.
If you learn, I learn. If you evolve, I evolve. So hurry up and evolve where it is I can evolve.
God, you're doing this for yourself. Now I know.
It's awful. As you become more beautiful, I become more beautiful.
Yep. That's true.
So good.